Okay guys, so what we're going to do, I have some breadfruit here. Now this was a whole breadfruit that I cut it in half, and then the half piece that I had, I cut it into 3 pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is take out the heart of the breadfruit. I needed to get a pan to put my scraps. We're going to peel the breadfruit. This is actually the safest way to do it, but I tend to do it in my hand. Okay, so we're going to peel the breadfruit like this, and then we're going to put the breadfruit in this pot here with water to boil, and we're going to boil our breadfruit until it's nice and soft. Okay, I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt to this water for boiling the breadfruit. So let me get to cutting and peeling the rest, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so we have our breadfruit in the water here. So what we're going to do now is put it on the stove to boil, and we're going to boil this until it's fully cooked and soft. Okay guys, so here I have my cooked breadfruit. So what we're going to do now is to smash our breadfruit. Oh, it's hot. I'm going to have to leave this to cool a bit in order for me to be able to handle it. So I won't be able to put my hand in this at this point in time. It's way too hot. But at least I will smash it in the meantime. All right, so I think this is smashed sufficiently. Okay guys, so I tasted the breadfruit and I found it needed some salt. So I'm going to be adding some kosher salt to it, and I'm going to mix it in, just to give some flavor to the breadfruit. Breadfruit tends to not have much of a flavor to it. So when you add salt, it helps to have a little flavor to it. What we're going to do is we're going to add some flour. So I'm using gluten-free flour. You could use regular flour. And we're going to start off with small increments, 1 tablespoon at a time, and mix it in until we get to the consistency that we want, or the texture that we want. Okay, so we want to form this into a dough that we can work with. Now, like I said, this is extremely stiff. Doing this, you will build muscle. It's actually even bending my my fork here because of how stiff it is. All right, as a matter of fact, I think I'm probably just going to use my hand. I think that is going to make it easier for me to mix everything in and to feel how sticky it is. Okay, so let me put this on this side. Let's put another tablespoon of flour and work that in. All right, I'm just squeezing the flour through the breadfruit. And that will help take away some of the stickiness, so that when I have to form it, put it in my tortilla press, it will be a little easier for me to roll the balls to do that. Okay. All right. I think I could add another tablespoon. So we have 3 so far. And remember guys, this is half of a breadfruit that I used. It's not the whole breadfruit, this was half of a breadfruit. Let's try forming one into a ball and see. It still feels sticky, it's still sticky in my hand. I don't want it to hold on to my hand too much. All right, it's getting there. I will put another tablespoon of flour So I think this is 4 tablespoons. It's coming to come. All right, let's test here. All right, I think this is it here, guys. I think we can work with this. Or should I put just one more? All right, let me add 1 more tablespoon. All right, so that's it. We're going to work with this. Just going to keep on kneading it to work everything through. All right, there you have it, folks. Our breadfruit dough. So let me get my tortilla press because we're going to roll out now balls. All right, so now that we have our breadfruit dough, let's form it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my hand, just in case it decides to want to stick on my hand. Right. So I'm going to take a piece here. I'm going to form it into a ball like this. Right? Now we're going to press it out. All right, so here we have our breadfruit flatbread. Let's head over to the stove in order to cook this on our flat plate. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my flat plate here.